Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night. Back at it again with the fat ass purple mouse so you can see what I'm clicking. We got the patch notes for tonight's update. Okay, so it should come out T-minus 6.5 videos from the top, 6.5 hours from the time I'm recording this. So it's gonna be coming out tonight. They released these this morning, and it's a juicy one. We got stuff to talk about here, so let's get into it. Yeah, see, Tuesday, August 12th, 7:30 p.m. PT. So you know, it's coming out tonight, you know what I'm saying? So, boom, not a gigantic update, but we're here. Now, here we go. This is the juice and the squeeze. Here we go. At HR 100 or higher, finally, HR 100 action. Tempered versions of the following 9 monsters will now begin to appear in the field as 9-star quests. Raydal, Uthduna, Nu Udra, Jindahad, so the 4, you know, yeah. Gormagala, we knew this. Arkveld, Mizutsune, Lagiacrus, and Seregios. Okay, so now my thing about this note right here, these being the guys that are worth it to hunt, these are already the guys that are worth it to hunt. These are the 8-5 guys, right? Like all of these have 8 stars already. Let's see, these 4 have 7 stars as well. So now they have 7 stars, 8 stars, and now 9 stars, right? Same thing with Gore. Gore has a 7 star as well. And then Arkvel, Mizu, Lagi, and Seregios, these 3 are title updates. So they have 8 stars. They don't have 7 stars. But Arkvel was the only 8 star from the jump. So my issue with reading this note here was, okay, these are already the guys that are worth it to hunt, that are the most worth it to hunt. So I was hoping that this new system, right, the 9-star, this is the new system that they're introducing, would apply to the entire cast, right? So that maybe something like Chatacabra would be as strong as, I don't know, Tempered Rathalos or something. And then, you know, it gets stronger from there. But they would give us the new glowing stone item, and then you would get more as you go up the ladder. So seeing that it's just these 9 again kind of had me disappointed. However, Jono, hey Jono, what's up, on Twitter, tweeted this out. For those wondering about the roster of 9-star monsters, this content has arrived ahead of schedule. As such, represents the initial selection. I like that a lot. You can expect more 9-star monsters to gradually appear via event quests from title update 3. I was like, all right, never mind. I'm cool, right? Now, and the thing about it being event quest is like, oh, but this game has a time event quest. But at this point now, we have the precedent for permanent event quest, right? Because you can still go fight Arch-Tempered Raydal and Arch-Tempered Udra, right? Despite it being over. So maybe these will be a part of the permanent event quest selection, and then by the end we'll have all of the 9-star monsters, like a lot of 9-star monsters, permanently accessible via event quests. You know what I mean? So that's where I'm going with it. And I was like, okay, cool, more monsters that are worth it to hunt. Okay, starting with 9, good start. But the issue is that it's the same 9 that are currently the most worth it to hunt for me. But we'll see. And then let's see, regular and tempered versions of Raydal and Nu Udra will now appear in the Wounded Hollow. This is great news. Let's see, adjusted the appearance rate of monsters at HR higher. Appearance rate of standard monsters has been slightly increased. This is cool. Great. Here we go. So this is the glowing stone, and this will be appraised upon completion, yielding a talisman with random skill attributes. So it's not going to be like the box, right? You're not going to be able to accumulate a big box and then open a bunch at once. That was already a video idea I was going to do, but it appears you just get some every time at the end. So that being said, be prepared for maybe some shorts where you see me pull and I go, oh, this is a god talisman, or maybe I might do a community post to be like, guys, is this talisman good? When like I know the damn talisman is good and I just want to show off that I got something good. You know what I'm saying? Anyway. So let's see. We got more system added feature to hide and show specific coatings. Recoil aim assist option. Okay. We're skimming because this is all good stuff. Add an option to sort by favorites, improve directional input responsiveness on the world map. This is great. This is all good stuff. Okay, we got bug fixes, increase the duration of meal effects from portable barbecue meals and canteen meals, which is very interesting because in the letter, in Tokuda's letter, he mentioned like, oh yeah, we're gonna increase the length of the meal effects because we're increasing the length of the quest because the 9-star is going to be so crazy and so hard and blah 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 blah. So I mean, I'm guessing these are going to be 35 minute quests. Like, god damn, I mean, that's crazy, you know what I'm saying? So we'll see. Fixed an issue where focus strikes could fail if a tear was present near an exposed weak point. Fixed an issue where it was difficult to cause wounds with attacks while mounted on Blanganga and a Jargon. Okay, so here we go. Let's see. Fix an issue where using an item shortcut. Damage. Adjust damage reaction. Evading with the weapon drawn would not trigger item use. That's interesting. Items will now be used automatically after those actions are complete. I think this is where, like, you go to potion after rolling or something, or you go to potion and then it just doesn't happen, and you're like, yo, I swear I said use the damn max, like, come on, you know. But but so okay, they fixed this. This is good. Adjusted the damage scaling during mounts to tone down the amount of damage reduction applied to non-mounted players' attacks. Yes, I saw some people on Twitter, X, whatever, Elon, mentioned they didn't know this was a thing. I was like, yes, bro, if someone's in a mount, your damage is severely reduced to the point where, like, if someone gets a mount, I stop attacking entirely. Like, I might throw a life powder, I might throw a demon powder, I might sharpen my weapon, because, like, attacking the monster doesn't really, like, help them, you know, succeed with the mount. I just kind of backed off because the monster's, like, flailing about and you'll get hit. So I was like, okay, I have a chance to get hit and my hits don't do much damage, so I'm not doing that, you know. Fixed an issue where the wet status would not be removed when retrying an arena quest while the player was wet. Damn, so you was always wet? I never had that issue. I ain't never always been wet. Interesting. Some people had issues always being wet. I mean, some people, it's not an issue. Anyway, underwater hunting. You can now chain into an evade from ascending or descending movement. Great. You can now use items during ascending, descending movement. Great. Fixed an issue where items could not be used while in focus mode underwater. Okay, cool. I mean, it's a small segment of the game. You know what I'm saying? It's not like, oh yeah, we're always underwater. We're swimming all the time. So, you know, but whatever. And then let's see. Oh, now we're gonna get into the weapon buffs. Let's go. Great sword made it easier to chain into tackle from combos such as strong wide slash, true charge slash, tackle to true charge slash, side blow, and strong charge slash. Okay, made it easier. What do you mean by that? Like, what, like, is the button input more responsive? What you mean by that? Anyway, leaping wide slash now changed faster into side blow. Cool. Strong wide slash now changed faster into true charge slash. Love that. Raw damage for charge slash, jumping charge slash, strong charge slash, true charge slash, and strong wide slash has been slightly increased. Damn. Okay, buffs for greatsword. Raw damage too. Damn. Elemental scaling for a bunch of slashes have been increased. Good. Longsword. Shout out Peppo. Shout out Peppo. You did the damn thing, brother. You did the damn. Reduce the delay between input and action when chaining into Yai Spirit Slash from Special Sheath. Additionally, slightly extending the window for performing the Yai Spirit Slash. I have heard of this. Longsword mains, you have been heard. Longsword mains, rejoice. They have fixed the input delay. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Sword and shield. Counter slash raw damage has been increased. That's it. All right, dual blades. Adjusted focus strike, turning tide. So now it can be chained into turning tide drill, a new finisher action that delivers a multi-hit attack to a targeted wound by pressing triangle, Y, or default right click. Okay, this is big. So, focus strike before, whenever you did it, you like ran down the whole spine of the monster. I like it, but if you're trying to attack one specific part of a monster, I can understand why you're like, hey, this is kind of ass. I wanted to attack that. I wanted to attack that part of the monster, not, you know, just do all this weak ass damage to the entirety of the monster. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I get it. I get it. Okay. And actually, we can see Turning Tide right here. Let me bring this over. Turning Tide right here. Look at that. Boom. Brrrr. That's what it looks like. So it kind of reminds me of Spiral Slash from Sunbreak. All right, you know what I'm saying? Like, brap, brap, and then you can push triangle in the middle of it and get in there and brrrr. Now all that damage is going to be focused right here, rather than like you're sliding all over the place, barely doing any damage. You know what I'm saying? And this is a little video cut from Tokuda's letter, which we will go over after the patch notes. So stick around, stick around. Anyway, increased item effect duration by perfect evade while in demon boost mode. Movement speed during demon mode has been increased. Love that. The window for a successful perfect evade has been extended very slightly. Very interesting. Improved responsiveness of directional changes when using screw slicer during focus mode. Sick. Sick. That's great stuff. Hunting horn. Added armor properties to hilt stab, preventing the user from being knocked back by monster attacks. Will probably still take damage, but now you're in there. You know what I'm saying? Like now you're not going to be as interrupted by monster attacks. You could just stay in there, do a little hilt stab, and that hilt stab can now be chained into, can be chained into from focus strike, reverb, echo bubble, special performance, encore, or evading. Wow. So you can drop an echo bubble and then you see the monster's about to attack you and you can just hit a little hilt stab so that you're not knocked off or it's not interrupting you in your flow when it comes to hunting horn, because hunting horn is very much about flow, right? You got to play these notes in this order. But the thing about hunting horn is not a lot of defensive options, right? Not every horn has offset melody. Not every horn, you know what I'm saying? So, and we don't have a shield, and all we got is a little roll. So now we've got some armor properties, right? Think of this as like the great sword tackle, but for hunting horn. So now you can kind of stay with your train of thought. Oh, I'm trying to play this song, or I can see, you know what I'm saying? I'm playing a special performance. I can see the monster is swinging at me. Let me hilt stab right quick, and then maybe get back to my encore or get back to playing the next song. Dope. Echo bubble can now be chained into from offset melody, resounding melody, or encore. I like that. Land an offset, drop an echo bubble, keep it pushing. Land a resounding melody, drop an echo bubble, play another song, especially if you've got an echo wave song that you want to play so you can keep up the damage per second. You know what I'm saying? Like I could see, the monster got knocked down. You hit a resounding melody, you can play an echo bubble, and in your echo bubble you can play echo wave blunt, right? That way you can get some more blunt wave damage, and then play a performance, and then do an encore right after that, just to keep up the DPS, just to keep on attacking. Love that. Fixed an issue that caused the finisher attack focus strike reverb to be difficult to connect. Nice, good, easier to land. Lance. Lord have mercy Jesus, look at Lance, brand new weapon. Shout out to Nova Bushido. Okay, I hope you're happy with these, my brother from across the pond over there in the UK, man. All right, so damage taken while in power guard has been further reduced. Raw damage and elemental scaling for retribution thrust following perfect guard has been increased. Nice. Wide sweep, reverse attack, finishing thrust, finishing twin thrust, counter rush, raw damage and elemental scaling have been increased. Charge counter can now be chained into after perfect guard or guards with minimal knockback. Ooh, nice. Elemental scaling for return thrust, mid thrust 1, 2, and 3, triple thrust have been increased. Payback thrust, so basically just straight buffing the entire moveset. Like, oh man. Payback thrust, grand retribution thrust, high thrust 1, 2, 3, raw damage have been increased. Straight up buffing the whole moveset basically, except for what is that? Regular thrust? I think that's just regular poke is not being buffed here, but okay. The hitbox for retribution thrust has been enlarged. Extended the distance traveled when inputting a direction with leaping thrust, return thrust, and payback thrust. Hot damn. Adjusted the transition from wide sweep into mid thrust, high thrust, and dash attack to be quicker. Yes, speed. Lance needs some speed. Love that. Adjusted the amount of weapon sharpness consumed when performing a focus strike victory thrust was reduced. Nice. After winning a power clash, you can now follow up with a return thrust, payback thrust, or retribution thrust. Nice, really nice. Wow, okay, great. So then Lance might be the power clash weapon, which makes sense. It's the shield weapon. You're gonna land a lot of power clashes if you're shielding a lot because you're Lance, because you got a big ass shield. Makes sense. Fixed an issue where certain attacks hitting the opposite direction the player was facing during a power guard would not correctly transition into stalwart guard. Okay. Fixed an issue where guarding while moving would not properly block attacks. Love that. Let's go. Damn, Lance. Hell yeah. Good. I had a feeling Lance was gonna be was gonna get some good stuff. Now I can't wait to try this out. I'm thinking about what weapon I want to hunt Arch-Tempered New Udra with when it drops. So I might have to lance it looking at all these buffs, but we'll see. We'll play it tonight and we'll go from there. Gun lance. One little thing, fixed an issue where under certain conditions performing burst fire with the skill load shells level 2 was active would result in fewer hits than intended. Interesting. Okay, Cool. Yeah, give me my full burst fire. Switch axe relaxed the offset detection for axe offset rising slash, making it easier to trigger an offset attack. It's crazy to me that we don't have a weapon skill that does this. Like, it's crazy that we don't have an evade window for offset. You know what I'm saying? Like, that we can just gem in and make this easier to do. But okay. The offset buildup for axe offset rising slash has been increased. Also crazy to me that we don't have a skill like this for offset, right? Like this would be slugger, where increased KO damage per KO attack, like increased offset buildup for offset attacks. Like I don't understand why we don't have weapon skills for these two things, so that we can, you know, have more skills and more build and set variety. Where like, yeah, I really want to lean more into offset attacking as a play style. So here are a couple skills that I have in my armor set to make landing offsets easier and more effective, so I can land more of the moves where offset attacks have a follow-up, right? Because we know how offset attacks work by now, right? Like sometimes, I mean, when you first land one, you always get like the follow-up that your weapon has, be it greatsword with the special slash. Switch axe has one where you can run in and like switch your axe to sword if you want or whatever. Hammer got a new one in title update 2.5. No, in title update 1.5, excuse me, where like it does the big slam. Cool. Now you gotta, after the first one, you gotta build up to another one. It's almost like KOing, you know what I'm saying? But whatever. This is almost a whole video in and of itself, but we'll get there. Charge blade. The raw damage for axe element discharge 1 and 2 has been increased. Nice. The raw damage from multi-hit attacks while in power axe mode has been increased. See, they kind of they nerfed this, and now they're like, okay, we did it too hard. They're bringing it back a little bit. I don't know if it's going to be exactly where it was before, but cool. Adjusted axe element discharge 1 and 2 so that when an enhanced file is used during power axe mode, the explosion damage properly reflects the enhanced file's effect. Nice. Ah, damn. Look at Insect Glaive. What? Relax offset detection makes it easier to trigger offset attacks. Same thing that Switch Axe got. Okay. Invulnerability window when vaulting backwards has been increased. Okay. Increase the distance when vaulting backwards. Granted by the skill evade extender. Okay, cool. So evade extender has more effect on the Insect Glaive. Okay. When going backwards only, I guess. The raw damage of strong reaping slash and dodge slash has been increased. The raw damage and elemental scaling of strong double slash and tornado slash have been increased. Fixed an issue. Oh, there's a lot of issues. Wow. Okay. Fixed an issue that caused the mid-air combo to have lower than intended attack power. Nice. Improved the hit detection of focus, thrust, leaping strike while moving away from the target that is in the air. This attack will also retrieve extracts upon successful hit as it does when performed on the ground. Nice. Fixed an issue where certain parts of Rathalos would not yield the intended extract colors. Okay. Fixed an issue where the amount of mount buildup from jumping, advancing slash performed as a drawn attack varied depending on the timing of the hit. That's okay. Fixed an issue where quickly inputting commands after getting up, leaping slash, side slash would trigger instead of Kinsect extract harvest or Kinsect recall. Fixed an issue. We're quickly inputting the command. I see. So something else happened instead of what you wanted to happen, which is like shoot your Kinsect or bring your Kinsect back. I see. Fixed an issue where descending slash could not be performed after getting up. Okay. Fixed an issue when performing a strong jumping slash in focus mode and the player took damage while the Kinsect was in flight. The Kinsect would continue to repeatedly hit the monster. Wow. Okay. Damn. Insect Glaive. I mean, y'all been strong. I didn't know y'all had this many issues though. Hot damn. Okay. Good. I remember having a conversation in the comment section of one of my videos about somebody who was not happy about the direction Insect Glaive was in because too much of it was about charging up. I hope that you're happy with these buffs, my guy. Comment down below if that was you. I do remember I don't remember like usernames, but I do remember the conversations I have with people on the internet, man. It's really me out here. It's not the AI replying to y'all, okay? All right, moving on. Lightbow gun. Adhesive ammo, sticky ammo, and Wyvern Blast raw damage have been increased. Increase the recovery speed of the rapid fire gauge when using exhaust, poison, paralysis, or sleep ammo. Okay. The reload speed for sticky ammo and Focus Blast Eagle Strike has been increased. So it takes longer to reload, even though it's been I see. Okay, that's kind of okay. The raw damage and elemental scaling for flaming, water, thunder, elemental ammo has been increased. Okay. The amount of rapid fire consumed when using dragon ammo in rapid fire mode has been increased. Okay. And the rapid fire gauge recovered while using pierce ammo has been increased. Okay, so they kind of walked this back. I remember reading a patch note where it was like, yeah, we're going to tone down the amount of rapid fire gauge increased when you use pierce ammo. Okay. Heavy bowgun. Okay, Wyvern Blast Ignition, Wyvern Counter Ignition, raw damage have been increased. Scaling for Wyvern Blast Ignition, Wyvern Counter Ignition during ignition mode 1 and 2 has been increased. Increased recovery speed of ignition gauge when using exhaust, poison. Okay, the same as light, right here. Increased recovery speed of the gauge, rapid fire gauge, ignition gauge, same thing. Adjusted the hitbox for the focus blast, Wyvern Howl made it easier to land. Nice. Chaining into guard after firing spread ammo is now faster. Okay, this is good. The amount of ignition gauge recovered while using pierce ammo has been increased. So they're walking back that nerf here as well. Interesting. Ooh, bow, not that much. Fixed an issue where arrows from arc shot would disappear if the attack hit the top of the area. Okay, cool. And then skills. This is they're adjusting like specific weapon and armor skills. So check this out. Adjusted the effects for the set bonus bubbly dance as follows. So bubbly dance before prevented major bubble blight, increased evasion while afflicted by bubble blight. Bubbly Dance 2, in addition to previous, it also granted minor bubble blight after evading several times. After adjustment, prevents major bubble blight and grants minor bubble blight after evading several times. And then, in addition to effects, it increases evasion while afflicted with bubble blight. This evasion boost has also been increased. So, what does this mean? 2-piece Mizutsune will let you use Slicked Blade because now you'll get minor bubble blight with Bubble Dance 1. Bubbly Dance 1 is only 2 pieces. Before, you needed to get minor bubble blight with Bubbly Dance 2, which requires 4 pieces of Mizu. So now, this being said, if you really want 100% crit, you can have a Mizutsune weapon with Slick Blade, 2-piece Mizutsune, 2-piece Gore, and then get over the Frenzy, and now you have, what is that, 15% plus another 30% affinity, and then you can use Coalescence because you're always going to be recovering something, be it the Frenzy, be it Bubble Blight. Yeah, I see it. I'm going to make a set with this and see how this goes. I like that. Adjusted the duration of the set bonus skill War Cry. With this change, it effects now stack with all other effects, allowing for greater flexibility and equipment choices. So this is the Blangonga skill, right? Where if you use a specific gesture while wearing 2-piece Blangonga, everybody gets an attack buff. And now it will stack with all other buffs. Cool, I guess. I'll try it. Adjusted the set bonus skill Powerhouse. So now that it stacks with all other effects. What is Powerhouse? Let me Google this. Hold on. Powerhouse, because I don't have that one on the top of my head. Powerhouse. Increase it. Ooh, this is the what you call it? My God, this is the Doshiguma set bonus, where if you land a power clash or offset attack, you get a buff. So now it stacks with all the other buffs. Ooh, interesting. And this goes back to the point that I talked about when we got to Switch Axe up here, where it's like, okay, this is like the one little thing in the game that messes with the way offsets work, right? When you land an offset, you get a buff. This is the only thing in the game where it's like, oh, we're acknowledging offsets and power clashes. Great. And interesting. I like this skill because I like landing offsets because they gave my weapon, hammer, more offsets. So I was like, shit, okay, we might be able to make this happen. Okay. Effects of set bonus. Burst boost have been increased. Great. Now 2-piece Ebony Odogaron is more worth it. Increase the duration of the set bonus skill Affinity Sliding. All right. Okay. Adjusted the shock absorber skill so that while active, guarding abilities no longer trigger in response to ally attacks. This is huge for every weapon that can block. I almost said every weapon with a shield, but that can block, right? Great sword and shield, lance, gun lance. Now that you have shock absorber in, your allies swinging around their swords are not going to trigger your blocks. Amazing, amazing. And then adjusted the ballistic skill to increase the effective range for normal, pierce, and spread. Additionally, normal and spread ammo will now be within effective range even at point blank distance, 0 meters from level 2 onward. This is great. You could be all up in a monster face, blick it, blick it, blick it, blick it, brah, 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 and now it works. Now it counts as effective range. You know what I'm saying? Like ballistics was already pretty good. I always try to wear ballistics when I go with bow gunning, but now it works at point blank. This is huge for spread, because spread works like when you're really up close, and it got kind of finicky sometimes where it's like, okay, now I'm too close, I gotta back up. But with the Sorregio's bow gun, which is my preferred way to use the spread ammo, I'm always dodging anyway to get the reload. So okay, this is cool, this is cool. And then the rest of this is let's see. Yeah, the rest of, I mean, that's the end of the patch notes, right? I mean, we're really here for the weapon buffs. I mean, all this is great. Fixed an issue. We're fixing issues. You know, people are getting disconnected. Let's see, incorrect messages. This is great. I like this. Great. Keep making the game better. Okay. And then let's see. Did they talk about it here in the patch notes? No, but we do have Tokuda's letter, right? And Tokuda's letter has some stuff in it. Let's see. Yeah, they're bringing stuff, and they're also bringing more challenging hunts in Title Update 4 still, which is interesting. Not a new level of quest difficulty, which is the 9-star, which is what we're getting, but more challenging hunts. That's interesting. But yeah, they said, you know, it's based on our feedback. You know, boom, all the 9-star monsters. This is probably gonna be the thumbnail for this video. I'm just, you know, I like this picture. Let's see, we're adding glowing stone appraisal item as a quest reward for 9-star monsters. So boom, you know, you see the 9-star up here in the corner. But this picture here, let me get some zoom in on it. Oh, whoa, where did it go? Let me get some zoom in on it. Hold on now. Yeah. Let me get some zoom in on this, okay? So that we can take a look here at this. Oh Lord Jesus. Oh, I zoomed in too much. Wait. There we go. Oh yeah. This is great. So, boom. This is a 7, rarity 7. So maybe rarity 8 will come later on down the line. We don't see any rarity 8 anywhere here, but a rarity 7 charm, 3 points of handicraft, 2 a point of counter strike, and a point of poison resistance with a 1 slot. And this slot can be either, oh no, this one is an armor skill slot, but they do say in the letter here, let me zoom out back to regular. Here we go. Glowing stone, let's see, appraised talisman skills cannot be upgraded, however they can randomly be granted not only armor skills but weapon skills and decoration slots. Both weapon skill and armor skill decoration slots, okay? So this one right now has an armor slot, but it could have been a weapon slot. So there's a lot of customization, there's a lot of RNG to get over here, where like, yeah, I got the skills I want here, but I wanted a weapon skill slot, right? Like, damn, oh well. So we'll see how this is balanced, and of course, like as we, you know, play more and more and see what's possible, we'll see what's up. But yeah, so I definitely wanted to talk about this right here, and like let's see, looking at this 9-star right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, 5 talismans for a single hunt. I mean, okay. I'm with it. I see it. Got to be HR 100 or higher. Okay, cool. You know, let's see. As mentioned previously, we'll gradually. I see. As mentioned previously, Title Update 3 will see the gradual introduction of 9-star monsters in event quests as well. Let's see if he says. I haven't actually had the time to sit down and read this. Like, I just went over the patch notes. That was the first time I went over the patch notes. Your boy got a job, man. I worked both my jobs before coming down and doing this right here. So, cool, right? Ooh, let's see. A little more defense. So, guys, please do not forget to upgrade your armor, okay? Before Flame Fate went away, I was doing my dailies every day to get the damn armor spheres so that whatever comes in the future, we can upgrade it. I'm so glad I did that. Don't forget to upgrade your armor, okay? These monsters are supposed to be, they're gonna slap. So if you go in there with the armor you currently got thinking, yeah, you're not gonna have enough defense, you're gonna get slapped, you're gonna be mad. They made it too hard. Artificial difficulty. Wah! I can hear it already. Shut the hell up. Go to Gemma, look at her tits, upgrade your armor, okay? Like, in that order. Do it, okay? Let's see. Finally, we can assure you any new monsters added in Title Update 3 will also for your 9-star quests. We hope you look forward to the new contents. In the meantime, you can enjoy the new additions. To strengthen up your equipment, collect appraised talismans in preparation for challenging hunts ahead. Weapon balance changes. So yeah, we just read them in the patch notes. Overall direction. In previous updates, we aim for greater diversity hunting styles, including equipment with elemental properties. We performed balance adjustments, including some downward adjustments to ensure no single strategy was overly effective against monsters introduced later on. However, this resulted in some hunting styles become less viable and certain weapon types experiencing lower than intended viability. We apologize for the results and that we did not communicate our balancing intentions clearly enough. So, this update will mitigate excessive downward adjustments made in Title Update 2 and focusing on enhancing each of the weapon types' individuality while strengthening their ability to face high difficulty monsters planned in the future. Cool. Great news. And that's the most evident when we were looking at the bow guns, where it was like, oh, like Pierce Ammo got their bar regen back from before. Great. Revisiting downward adjustments. Oh yeah. So, you know, they kind of say, but we just read all of this, right? And then I showed you guys Dual Blade's new focus strike, which lets you focus on a single part of the monster rather than all the way down the whole monster. Great. They're talking about bug fixes, CPU usage optimization for Steam. We got more. Okay, so we've improved. In addition, in Title Update, we improved this, and then they're talking about making it even better in the future. So yeah, I mean, I play on PlayStation, but I do want to see my PC bros get a better game. I do want them to have more stability. So yeah, this is great news. They're talking about it. You know, yeah, they're addressing it. Love to see this. Is it taking too long? Absolutely. But in a game that's completely crossplay, like, my PC bros matter because I hunt with y'all, you know what I'm saying? And if there's less of y'all playing, then there's less people monster hunting. And if there's less people monster hunting, J-Can is not happy. You feel me? So, like, yeah, we love to see that. So, yeah, so we will continue to share develop team's progress on the future. And, yeah, so just kind of skimming through the letter, the important part was the patch notes, which we read in great detail. Wanted to show you guys an example of the charm and what's coming, because some people, I've seen it on Twitter, I be lurking, I'm looking, you know, are like, oh, it has weapon skills and stuff. We've been known this shit, man. They've been told us this, but here it is in the flesh, and we'll get to play it here in a couple hours. So yeah, let me know in the comments down below how you are feeling about all this news. Are you excited to jump back in? Is this enough for some of you who have decided to put the game down? Let me know in the comment section down below. I'll do my best to reply to each and every comment that hits this video. And as always, people, happy hunting. Peace.